Daily changes in the weather are due to wind and storm. Seasonal changes are due to the earth revolving around the sun. Now, metamorphosis is the process of changes an insect undergoes from egg to adult. Changes in the nervous system produces sensation of taste. My keyword is change. Some call it change. Some call it progress. To some, it might be adaptation or perhaps transformation. Changes hurts. It seems unreal sometimes, and many of us are resistant of change. I can never change the world. I am nobody to change the stagnant education system that we are having. But I do hope today I would change your mind and perception on what a language classroom is all about. My classroom is, I would call it, a very special one. I started to transform my class into a global classroom 2 years ago after attending a 5-month professional development course in United States. I started small. And my fairy tale with my 2 classes, with my Form 4 and my Form 5. I transformed my class from an ordinary classroom to an extraordinary global classroom. Some of you might be asking, what is global classroom? The reason why I introduce global classroom to my students is that I want to encourage them to learn English in a happy way, not in a stressed way. Because what I want is that the development, the personal growth of my students, not necessarily to get straight A's, but that growth of the students. I started with my Form 4. We did our pen pal writing with a school from Texas. That was 2 years ago when I started my global classroom. A self-funded initiative program. At the same time, with my Form 5, I introduced to them video or Skype in the classroom. We did a video with Indonesia and India. And at the same time, we did video exchange on culture with a school from Mexico. Not only that I'm doing this for my students, but I did it with my colleagues as well. My English language panel, we did a professional development on mystery Skype with a group of teachers from Minnesota. Word spreads, perhaps. Earlier on, I informed you, I shared with you that I started small with my 2 classes. Then students started to come and see me and told me that they wanted to get involved in the pen pal writing and video exchange. So this is one of the activities that we did, cultural exchange with a school from Australia. And I always believe that in order for me to expand my wings, I need to start from the beginners. So I approached a primary school. We did a mystery Skype with a school from New Zealand. They were very excited. The very first time having a video call, virtual learning, exchange ideas and share information with another school from another part of the world. Is that possible? Yes. In my classroom, it is possible. These are some of the lists of the names of the schools that we did our Skype, Hangout, and pen pal. As you can see from the screen, we did with USA, we did with Canada, Brazil, India as well. It's quite difficult to reach the African nation, maybe due to communication issue. Right. Not only that, in September 2015, United Nations launched their 17 global goals. And I took that initiative to introduce the 17 global goals to my students as well. It is something very new to us, and it is very difficult to share something new to the society and community. Not many students or teachers are willing to accept the changes because they are too comfortable in their comfort zone. There are 4 ticks, as you can see on the screen. The 4 ticks are the one initiated by our Ministry of Education. But I did not only confine myself to the 4 global goals initiated by the Ministry of Education. I spread 17 global goals to my students. And we had our very own campaign, which is called Tell Everyone. We wanted to tell everyone what are the 17 global goals and is it possible for the students to achieve it by 2030. And I always said to them, yes, it is possible. If you tell yourself that I want to achieve one of these 17 global goals by 2017. We did our campaign. Tell everyone, I would take every chances, every opportunity and give it to my students so that they can have that privilege to tell everyone what will be their global goals. They are so excited to share with the world because I use Twitter and Instagram to spread the news of the 17 global goals. It is not that difficult because students, they love doing something new, extraordinary, out from the ordinary. Our first year anniversary as global citizen. Proudly, they created posters. This was the first year. We celebrated it last year. And this year, our second year as global citizen. And I was featured in US Embassy newsletter in September edition. It is not easy to be recognized when you bring out something new, when people are very comfortable. Again, I use very comfortable in their comfort zone. But to me, I will always step out from that comfort zone and try something new. There is no harm in doing trial and error, especially in education. Finally, my global classroom project was recognized by TED after I submitted my project to them. I was selected as TED Innovative Educator. I had the chance to pitch another innovative project on TED stage last year. Me standing next to Chris Anderson, TED curator last year. And that was taken recently, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I attended TED Summit in New York. 60 educators from all around the world, we gathered and we discussed on the roadmap of TED. It is never easy when we discuss about education. As you can see, it's haywire and it's coming up and down. And it's up to us, for educators, to maintain the system. Most importantly, to get students involved and participate, especially in English. My innovative project is using Edmodo and Padlet. Sounds weird to you, the term that I'm using. Padlet and Edmodo is my initiative to help students to overcome their fear in using English language in my lesson. As language teachers, any language teachers here? Any educators here? Yep, I know. That is the toughest task for us, to get students to get involved in the language. But with the help of Edmodo and Padlet, they will be able to participate actively in my lesson at their own pace. English during classroom is very limited, so they can use it, they can voice out, they can share their ideas after school. This is example of our Padlet, right? Our global citizen campaign. Our project on National Day celebration, Teachers' Day dedication. There are times that students are so scared, so shy to talk to the teachers. But through Padlet, they can type as many words as they can, sincerely dedicated to the teachers. My very own Padlet, where students are using it, they share their ideas, they upload their materials, they upload their presentation, so that all their friends, their peers can look at it, can refer to it, and I myself can refer to it, and I can even share this Padlet with the other world. Not only that I am an innovative educator, but my students as well. This is their piece of work, Padlet, on their bully campaign. We receive feedbacks from schools in Sarawak, Kuala Lumpur, Australia, Canada, and US. And we hope to spread more to the other parts of the world, make it global. It is partially global, and we want to make it more. There are other few projects that my students did, but this is one of the best, right? And we share it with the primary school students as well, because I always believe that everything started from young, so that they can grow and learn new things. This is one of the campaigns that we did with primary school, and our students handing the posters to them. Being a TEDx innovative educator, I do have my TEDx club at my school as well. The only TEDx club in Sarawak at the moment, and I do hope to spread it more next year. Those who are interested, you can always approach me if you want to have a TEDx club at your school. These are some of my club members, and they are here among the crowds that I brought along with me. And TEDx Club is a platform for students to share and spread their ideas as well. And I'm giving them that platform for them to share their ideas. 10 speakers. We had our TEDx stage last September. 10 videos I have submitted to New York, and hopefully, one of them will be selected to attend TED weekend next year in New York. As teachers, I do believe that we are risk takers. We take a lot of risks. And I did that when I introduced this issue with my students, because I think that it is about time for us to talk about this. And I would like to call out for the teachers out there, get out from your comfort zone. I'm not afraid to change, but I'm afraid to stay the same. Fear of change is the enemy of success. Do not fear change. Embrace it. See you when I see you. Thank you.